Hi, I'm Jarko from Ajax Systems. Today we are going to zoom in on Ajax recent released wired IP cameras. So let's have a deeper look at their features. Ajax cameras are available in three form factors: turret, bullet, and dome mini. Additionally, as you can see, we are also offering NVR and junction box that was specifically designed for seamless mounting of Ajax IP cameras. Each camera has 4 versions depending on the type of lens and resolution. There are lenses with a focal length of 2.8mm or 4mm, providing viewing angles of 105 degrees and 85 degrees respectively. Each of the lenses is better in a certain tasks. The 4mm lens brings better focus on distant objects, so it is reasonable to use it for surveillance in parking lots, warehouses, or vast open areas. As you can see, a photo of license plate taken at the distance of 25 meters is better recognized when taken with the 4mm lens. Lenses with a shorter focal length are better fitted to monitor objects at a closer distance. Use a 2.8mm lens for the surveillance of backyard, warehouse, or cafe. They have a wider angle, so one needs fewer cameras to have a full coverage of the site. There is a nuance with a 2.8mm lens though. They have more noticeable optical distortion. Apart from the lenses, choose between 2 types of CMOS sensors, or, in other words, resolution options. There are cameras of 5 megapixels and 8 megapixels, which correspond to 3K and 4K respectively. An 8 megapixel sensor provides for a more detailed image and a more powerful digital zoom. To sum up, you can choose between 4 cameras version per single form factor. Select an appropriate solution for each installation point. Also mind that high resolution is not only about better image quality, but also more storage space used on SD card in a camera or hard drive in NVR. For example, an 8 megapixel camera that is pointed at a road with a busy traffic can use about 55 gigabytes of storage in one day if it is recording continuously. In contrast, a 5 megapixel camera requires only 32 gigabytes under the same condition. It is not critical if there is only one camera in the system. If there are way more cameras though, it affects the depth of the archive that the solution can provide. Keep this in mind when configuring a solution for your client. If necessary, you can change the video stream settings such as resolution, codecs H.264 or H.265, frame rate, group of pictures length, and bitrate. These settings are typical when it comes to video surveillance, so we will not go deeper on them here. Cameras are equipped with high-quality optics to ensure image quality. Every single camera undergoes a lens calibration process at our production facilities. Features as 3D noise reduction, anti-flickering, auto-exposure, suppress noises, and improve image clarity. The cameras also have the true WDR wide dynamic range. It is a technology that uses hardware and smart algorithm to improve image quality in challenging lighting conditions. It brightens dark areas and dims the ones that are not too bright. In Ajax cameras, the option can be configured via a smartphone during the installation process. You can set up the camera and adjust the image in Ajax mobile app, even while you are on the ladder. Such a possibility simplifies installers' work and saves their time. Each camera is equipped with a microphone and has a built-in noise reduction, which ensures high-quality audio. By default, it uses a G722 audio codec. This is the best audio codec in terms of sound quality and traffic used. However, the microphone also supports other popular audio codecs, so you can choose the one you prefer. When developing our video surveillance devices, we followed 3 basic principles: secure, smart, fast. What makes our cameras secure? We utilized all the Ajax legacy and industry experience to create an integrated system that is based on end-user privacy. Ajax Systems is Europe's largest manufacturer of professional security systems. Hundreds of devices in the portfolio, compliance with the strict international standards and regulations, software for security and monitoring companies. All that became a strong foundation for truly secure cameras. First, Ajax cameras do not contain any sanctioned components. They are 100% NDAA compliant, which means that the video surveillance system and the recordings cannot be compromised. Next, we fight the biggest injustices in the video surveillance industry and empower end users to rule their privacy. One of the biggest problems in the industry is that end user does not control their video surveillance system. This option either does not exist or the process is very complicated and limited. Firstly, most security cameras have a local user account with a default password. Diligent installers change such a password, but when in a hurry or loaded with work, they might forget to do so. Also, when the installers do change the default passwords, they often use the same password for all their sites, and there is no way for them to be held accountable for it. Secondly, there are also dishonest installers who can keep access to cameras and users to see what's happening in the facility, change settings, or download sensitive content from the archive. Or they can even create additional accounts on the camera and sell access to someone who is interested. The user will never know that they are being watched. Of course, the users can demand the installer to change the password. Then, the installer ends up having no access to the camera and its settings at all, and cannot guarantee that the video surveillance system functions properly. It puts the users in a situation in which they have to choose between post-installation service and their privacy. In the Ajax ecosystem, the owner of a video surveillance system has full control over sensitive data. This is possible because they do not need to be a system administrator or installer to manage access to such content. The end user cannot change important system settings or add/remove devices. These limitations were created to protect the security system from a human error. However, it is the end user who grants the right to view sensitive content. The access settings are flexible and can be customized for each individual user, installer, and security company. The access can be limited or extended. One might be able to access video only or both video and audio. One might access them online only or as the recording as well. The settings have different configurations. For example, the owner can grant the security company operator access to video, but also set the cameras to record only when the system is armed. This way, the site is secured and privacy is not compromised. In addition, to make sure that there are no unnecessary pro-user accounts in the system after installation, the access can be provided temporarily. When the access period expires, the system will automatically revoke the pro-user access. We managed to address market injustices and enable the owners to rule their privacy even if they do not have technical background. They can be sure that in the system there are no unauthorized users capable of accessing their sensitive data. Ajax cameras also have the feature of privacy zones. It allows preventing privacy invasion or recording sensitive content. In the camera's image settings, a user can remove a part of the frame. For example, there is a safe in the camera's field of view. The user wants to record who approaches the safe, but does not want its contents to be visible. Setting up the privacy zone solves the issue. Apart from giving the end user full control over access to cameras, we have abandoned local authentication and the default administrator passwords. They simply do not exist in Ajax ecosystem, which means there is no risk of cameras being hacked with standard software for hacking video cameras or recorders. Instead, there is MTLS authentication. To connect the camera, an installer does not enter an IP address, login, and password. They simply scan a QR code. Within seconds, the camera is connected to the selected space. Instant authorization with an encrypted certificate on the Ajax cloud server makes the process as secure and automatic as possible, provided that the camera is not added to another account. Creating a video surveillance system using Ajax cameras is not possible without access to Ajax Cloud, since the authentication requires connection to the server. However, such a peculiarity guarantees that no one but authorized user with the corresponding rights have access to the cameras. Also, although the cameras use Ajax Cloud for authorization, the video itself is transmitted peer-to-peer without processing, so no Ajax employee has access to it. Another element of multi-layered protection of sensitive data is the security of an account in Ajax apps, which is required to access the cameras. A user can protect the account with a two-factor authentication, control session, check devices used for logged in, and close sessions if the device is suspicious or no longer in use. Ajax accounts can also be secured with either a password or biometrics like fingerprints or facial recognitions. We have also taken care of protecting archives in storage devices. The data on the NVR's hard disk and microSD card in the camera is encrypted. If they are used with different devices, the archive won't open. Even if the camera or NVR is stolen, no one will be able to access your video recordings. An additional guarantee of the recording safety is that the cameras can record to both the memory card and the recorder. Currently, it is possible to record videos to 5 recorders simultaneously, if they are on the same local network. You will always have a backup copy of the video just in case. All Ajax cameras and NVRs have a self-diagnostics options. If there is a loss of communication or recording problem, the security company and the user will receive the instant notification about it. The need for the system's maintenance won't be overlooked. The next principle that guided our development of cameras is SMART. Ajax cameras have built-in AI. It does not require a video recorder or connection to a server. It does its job inside the device itself. AI allows distinguishing and labeling what exactly the camera sees, be it people, animals, or vehicles. For effective AI recognition, please follow the installation configuration recommendations, which are available on our website. See the link in the description below the video. Built-in AI preserves space on the NVR's hard drive or SD card installed in the camera. For that, set up the camera to record only those events that you are really interested in or need to have. This AI labeling feature also allows finding the necessary parts of the recording much faster and filter them by a specific event. The labeled segments of the video are highlighted in the time frame below the video. You can set up the camera to record only a certain kind of event or record continuously. You can also activate the motion detection function based on pixel changes. It is a typical feature for video surveillance systems. But now, to come with a settings interface has never been easier or more convenient to use. You can adjust sensitivity and select the motion detection area. These are the other settings available in Ajax Desktop Pro and mobile app immediately after installing the camera. Additional utilities or a laptop are not necessary to configure the camera. You can work wherever you want and however you want. Ajax cameras are equipped with a smart infrared illumination. Its optical system allows adjusting the intensity of lighting across the camera's field of view. The brightness of the illumination automatically adjusts to the situation. The design and placement of the IR illumination lets maximize the risk of overexposure of the image when the lens is dirty. Seamless integration with the security system is a particularly important smart feature of Ajax cameras. To some extent, security and video surveillance systems perform similar functions. They help protect sites, people, and property from an intrusion, theft, or damage by fire. That's why the integration of both systems is a burning issue in the industry. Often, such an integration is done using APIs, third-party analytical system, or additional hardware that can bring the two systems together. However, since all the hardware and software come from different manufacturers and developers, they can rarely work well together. Routine tasks are thus time-consuming and unnecessarily complicated, while every second counts in responding to threats. In the Ajax ecosystem, security and video surveillance systems work seamlessly as one and enhance each other. When creating video surveillance devices, we ensure the possibility of integrating them with a security system to expand the functionality of both and make the process of setting the combined system as easy as it gets. As a result, we offer two key solutions for alarm verification. These are alarm confirmation in HD quality and quick access to the archive straight from the system events log. To verify an alarm in HD, set up a scenario in which a given camera starts recording as soon as any Ajax detector is triggered. The process is as fast as photo verification with motion cam detectors. Within seconds after an alarm notification, the user receives a high-quality animation from the scene to verify the alarm. It works on both mobile and desktop Ajax apps. The feature makes the work of monitoring station operators much easier and gives the end users peace of mind. However, alarm verification is also possible without setting up such a scenario, as long as there is the archive. Access the necessary moment of the recording straight from the system's event log. For example, there is an event of a site being disarmed. Long press the event to see a menu for selecting the camera to which you want to go and check out the exact moment of the recording. This option works with all events in the log. A hub is not required for Ajax cameras and recorders to work. However, if you want to integrate the security system with video surveillance devices, you will need an Ajax hub and detectors for it. The integration of video surveillance devices and the security system is not limited to the verification of alarms. Another important feature is the connection between the behavior of cameras to the security status of the system. Let me share a common request to our support team. Often, users want to install a security camera not only in public areas or corridors, but also in bedrooms. Bedrooms might be used to access a safe or other important places of the property. However, many people are uncomfortable when installing a camera in such a private space. They ask us to find a solution to disable cameras when the system is disarmed and enable them when it is armed. Before, the only available option was to connect the cameras via relays or wall switch, which turned the power on and off when necessary. It was not the best solution, but it worked. Obviously, this request was way before we launched our Ajax cameras. Now, with Ajax cameras, one can just change settings in an app. User decides when the camera works, either when the system or group is armed, or regardless of the security system status. Installing cameras anywhere, even in such a private place as a bedroom, is no longer a threat to a user's privacy. The cameras have an over-the-air update option. When a new firmware version is available, a special icon appears in an app, a user with the corresponding rights controls the updates process and can launch it straight from the app. The update itself takes 1 to 2 minutes and contains improvements including those to AI algorithms. When developing the cameras, we also made sure that their installation will be hassle-free. The cameras require a bare minimum of disassembling. Their well-thought-out design makes it easier to set up the video stream. Complete sets of Ajax cameras include everything an installer needs for a fast and hassle-free installation. The set includes a special template to make mounting holes precisely, a special waterproof connector that protects the Ethernet connection from corrosion in case of moisture on the contacts, high-quality installation kit including hex keys for fixing the camera. You can also get a sticker to inform others about ongoing video surveillance in order to abide by local laws and regulations. The set allows you to install one camera in about 10 minutes completely hassle-free. The cameras have a robust enclosure and IP65 protection class, which ensures stable operation under various conditions and in a wide temperature range. And now, the third principle of Ajax security cameras, which is fast. You will be able to add your camera to your mobile application just in a few clicks. You have just to choose the right space, press Devices, Add New Device. You take your camera, obviously, scanning QR code, give it a name. Obviously, we have to add the room. Let's call it hall. And adding the device. Wow! As you can see, it works. Obviously, camera has to be connected to power. It might be either PoE or power supply unit, 12 volts, 1 ampere. So, camera is already added. It was fast and simple, right? So now let's dive deeper into the functionality that our mobile app provides you with. As soon as camera is added, new icon appears. It's called Video Wall. So let's have a look. Here, you will have the access to all the cameras that are added to this particular space. As you can see, even such enormous amount of cameras does not affect the application itself. It works smooth and fast. And the secret behind that is that we are not using live stream for all these cameras, but rather 1 frame per second preview. It's more than enough to have the real-time understanding of the situation at your facilities. And now, let's go and have a look how our Pro desktop looks like. So we are finally at the backstage of our Guardian. To be honest, it's the first time that I have ever been here before. So let's have a look how our Pro desktop look like in the real life. With the help of Pro desktop, you can set up literally everything. Obviously, you have access to all your recordings, as well as live stream. Right now, let's dive deeper into these live stream capabilities. For the time being, you can have up to 25 video streams shown on a single screen. You can customize different layouts according to your particular needs. Moreover, you can have up to 4 displays that are connected to the single video wall. You can choose out of 8 templates that are the most popular one in the market, or create your own one by just providing number of rows and columns. Okay, let's stop disturbing the Guardian and let's move on. Not only our live streams are fast and convenient, but our archives as well. And as soon as you press on the camera preview, you are already in the camera. Look at this timeline and the speed with which you can just simply see everything that has been going on at these premises, right? So it's really impressive, it's super fast, it's unbelievable. Moreover, if you go to the calendar view, you can choose whatever date you want, apply, and wow, you're already here. And within a second, you have the access and understanding of everything that was going on during this particular day. And about my favorite AI features. As you can see, we have different marks here with the different colors. For example, right now we are looking at pet. Look at this beautiful kitty over there. Here our AI detected different people who are sitting in the car and they are planning to do something interesting, I bet, right? And here the car is moving and it's already green because it's vehicle, right? And just a simple movement as it is. Impressive, isn't it? Yes, it's fast, yes, it's easy, yes, it's beautiful, but let's be honest, you don't want just to scroll all days just to find something specific, right? So therefore, we do have filter here. Let's say that we want to pay attention just to vehicles only. So we're just selecting vehicle, show it, and now let's see what we can find. Wow, amazing. No pets, no humans, just vehicle who is just simply passing by. Yes, video surveillance is a lot of fun, but if you want to have it like secure and really useful, you definitely have to be able to save the video that you want. With our application, you can do that really easily. Let's go to download. Let's choose the particular scene that we would like to have. Let's say this one with this car that is parking. Interesting, right? We do want to include audio, obviously, and we are requesting the file. Now we are just waiting while the system is preparing this file for us so that we can download and save it and forward it and do whatever we actually need with it. While the link for downloading is being prepared, we can find it at our notification center over here, right? We press download. You see how fast it is? It's just like, again, literally 2 seconds and the file is already saved on our mobile phone. And now please tell me, have you ever seen such speed and simplicity? I bet not really. But everything is possible with Ajax cameras, Ajax app, and Ajax ecosystem. So what should your takeaways about Ajax IP cameras be? The fact that they are secure, smart, and fast. Ajax video surveillance system is truly secure. It is the result of more than 10 years of our experience of meeting client security needs and cooperating with the top security companies around the world. Physical protection of the drive, archive, security access rights, management in the app, multi-tier account security, and passwordless authentication that eliminates the problem of default admin passwords. All of these guarantee uncompromised privacy to an end user. Ajax security cameras are smart, thanks to built-in AI and their smooth integration with the security system. Want a high-resolution visual alarm confirmation in case of a fire alarm? No problem. Just set up a scenario. Need to filter out the recordings of all the cars passing the warehouse? Easy. Want the camera to record only when the system is armed? A few clicks and it's done. Ajax IP cameras are fast. Live streaming is available in a few clicks. Navigating the archive does not require a single second of waiting. Want to see what happened on the site on Friday when you were back to work next week? 3 clicks and you have what you want. Be there 1 camera or 200 cameras in your system, it doesn't matter. The response speed is unprecedented in an app and on the operator's monitoring station. And if there is a problem in the system, the camera self-diagnostic option and instant notification will not let the security company miss a problem, if any. The cameras are available for ordering from all Ajax dealers today. Try the cameras out, and they will change your perception of privacy, speed, and ease of installation. Please subscribe and like our video. Follow our news so you do not miss the complete course on video surveillance solution at Ajax Academy. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.